Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Awkward Question Time. Please welcome your host, Alex Leam.
Hello, and welcome to Awkward Question Time with me, Alex Leam, the show where we take a panel of comedians and subject them to an hour's worth of awkward and stupid questions. And welcome to the first show of 2022. We're now monthly, that's a thing, instead of being weekly, because we're not locked down and life is a thing again. So it'll be on the last Sunday of each month from here on in. Submit your questions to the panel, more cringe the better, and answer along with us as you go along. Give us a share, retweet, or subscribe on YouTube. While you're at it, plugging, might as well. Go and like my Facebook page at Alex Leam Stand Up. Follow me on Twitter at Alex Leam, or search Alex Leam on YouTube. And go and like the Awkward Question Time Facebook page while you're at it, at Awkward Question Time. If you're not watching live and you're watching the replay, let us know where and at what time you're watching. But do join us live on the last Sunday, not weekly anymore, the last Sunday of each month at 8:30 p.m. And are you watching on a proper TV? If you are, then DM a pic to either one of the channels or me directly at some random point tonight. See if you can get like an unfortunate pause face for all of us. We're giving it something like that. You know what to do. And if you enjoy the show and want to support it, then donate via paypal.me/Alex Leam and ko-fi.com/Alex Leam as well. And send a text to the show's Nokia 3310 07508 79 6619. That number again. Come on, text Awkward Question Time. 07508 79 6619. 07508 79 6619. I'm home. Okay. So with that, I think it's only time to get our panelists on for tonight. So please welcome Ishi Khan, Alex Beighton, Captain Eden, and Hitz. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We found before the show started tonight that Ishi has got an incredibly sensitive microphone. So it picks up all sorts. You won't believe the things we've heard before the show started. But that's for the show. A couple of people commenting already saying hello. Neil Monroe saying, hey. Hey, Neil.
Hello.
John Morris says, hello, lovely and weird people.
Hello, lovely and weird John.
Which one of us is in which camp there?
Tag yourself.
Exactly what I was about to.
I'll take weird. I know what I am.
I'll take lovely. I'm an angel.
I'm in camp weird. Just for this jacket, if nothing else. Just because I found it and thought, what the hell? Not worn it since August. Ishi and Hitz, what camp are you in? Weird or lovely?
I'd go weird.
I was going to take and.
Good.
On each.
Good call.
Yes.
Good call. Dan Live is watching as well. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Dan, who said he's not the most sober tonight. So we'll look forward to some straight talking awkward questions from Dan a bit later. So on to our first question proper. And it is, as Hitz's bedroom light is behind him and making him look biblical, Hitz, can you give us a sermon? So it is Sunday, so we'll solo layout. So, Brother Hitz, what have you come to tell us?
Thank you, my children, for tuning in to Alex Leam's Question Time. I am here. I am real. I am brown. I bet you did. However, we are all one. Enjoy the show.
Awesome. Excellent.
I for one am inspired.
I have seen the light. Jinx. We have seen the light. It's behind his head. Beautiful stuff. So submit your questions for the panel, please. All 6 of you who are watching. Yeah. Get your questions coming in. We've had our sermon, and now on to a more pressing topic, which I think needs to be addressed. Who would win in a fight between Sue Gray and Jackie Weaver?
I've not actually seen a picture of Sue Gray, so I've got to give it to Jackie Weaver. Like, she had an entire Zoom call at her. Like, she was the one opponent, and she won that. So I reckon she could take on one Sue Gray.
She did have the authority.
She did.
Indeed. Indeed. Sorry, yeah, go on, Alex.
Because I think Sue Gray is too busy choosing font sizes to do anything. So Jackie Weaver's got the surprise attack.
I think she's like just going through there going, Wingdings? Nah, they'll never buy that.
Is it unprofessional to end it with a kiss?
I'll put it in Comic Sans. Boris loves that.
That feels like the only appropriate font at this point.
It is, yeah. It is. I think there's been some photos of Sue Gray circling on the news, but not a great deal. I think it's a sorry state of affairs when like the future of this country hangs in a report and Jackie Weaver's more famous than you are. And she didn't rise above local government level. Hitz, who do you think?
I'm gonna go Jackie Weaver as well. I mean, Sue Gray is too busy, isn't she? I seen a meme actually of Sue Gray, really good. 50 Shades of Sue Gray with Boris really close up.
Oh.
I mean, it was almost inevitable that had to happen. Almost just Kitty is just joined us. Said hello. Sorry, I'm late. Like the Sue Gray report. Nice.
Yay.
Very nice. Very nice. Neil Moreau. In what situation is it not suitable to end with a kiss? And he was so
many.
And he was so keen to type that he got his words jumbled up.
I would genuinely say, if in doubt, don't end it with a kiss.
Absolutely.
I might have to go through all the rest of the questions that I've written and end them with a kiss now. So while I'm doing that, Ishi, Sue versus Jackie. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it depends on what the fight is going to be. So if they're going to have like a proper color bomb fight, I think it might be Sue Gray. Where you have like these bath bombs that are colors and then you just like splash them at each other. I think it might be Sue being Gray. If it was, who can sit down and create the biggest carpet in the shortest amount of time, it'll be Jackie Weaver. So yeah, I think everyone's a winner.
Nice.
What fights have you had in the past? Your first thought was colour bomb? Am I the only one that's punching people around the back of pubs? Like, what's happening here?
You do one of each. You punch and then you bath bomb there, because then they can't feel bad because you've given them a nice.
Surprise!
The colour bomb fight that brought to mind was PJ and Duncan in Biker Grove.
Oh no!
Yeah, with the harrowing when he got a paintball straight in the face.
Yeah.
Ouch! That must hurt.
Long time ago.
That is, because I am knocking 40. A lot of my references will come from the early 90s. So that's a point. At some point, Kitty will text me to say that I'm old. In fact, there we go. I've got 2 messages. One from Kitty. Oh, okay. That's nice. She's not actually texted me to say that I'm old. She's put, is your limited hair as grey as Sue? Happy reminder that you're old. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay. There you go. Thanks for that. You're old. And obviously she put emojis on there because look, my Nokia can't cope with emojis. It just has blank rectangles.
I was going to say, did she end with a kiss? Got to end with a kiss.
Yeah, every text has to end with a kiss tonight, people. Has to end with a kiss. Message as well from somebody whose number I don't have saved. Says, Alex's website is currently under construction. What things should Alex have added to the full site to make sure it's the best comedy website on the planet, or at least the most visited? Also, bonus question. I didn't know Nokia could cope with this much text. Bonus question. What is currently missing from the website in its current form that should be there? That is a lot. That is a hell of a lot to put on there. Right, so we'll start with what should I have on my website, essentially.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when you were reading out that story, obviously my name's Alex as well, and I suddenly had a panic. I was like, there's a website? What have people been doing? I was like, what's so segue? That meant someone made a website but then didn't finish it, just kind of like made me one and then just left it.
I kind of did that to myself.
That's
I'll be honest. I'll be honest, it is under construction. It's very sort of like basic. We just like links to socials at the moment. So I don't know whoever's found that and has brought that up and then texted anonymously. Cheers. It was last August. I found that Twitter were having. I'm not proud. We're having self-referrals for verification. And one of the conditions was that you had to have a website that linked to your Twitter. So I just basically put this basic thing out there that said under construction, but had a link to the Twitter on it. And it's been like that ever since. So I've spent about 6 months of hosting money on it just for that. So it needs a lot more than what it has at the moment. So any yeah, and I got denied. I can't.
So I have a good question. What's the furthest you'd go to get the blue tick on Twitter? You clearly made a website to do it.
They also said that one of the things that said like a public figure. So it says you need a website and news articles referring to you. The other thing was you need an IMDb page in your name with at least 50 credits.
50? Yeah. That is a lot.
But I found out that I actually have got an IMDb page, and I didn't know this. Somebody had created my name. Some guy who is part of an improv troupe called Extreme Improv. I did a couple of their lockdown shows, and he updated IMDb and listed me as guest panelist for 2 credits. And I didn't realise this was a thing until I. All right, I Googled my own name. Fine.
That's how we all find our IMDb pages. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm listed as an actress on IMDb. And never acted in anything.
I have a feeling. That's the point. Do anyone remember Junglers?
Yes.
Yeah, I did a gong show for them once, and they set up a page for me, and it just said my name and need we say anything else, and that was it. That's all they listed for the rest of their life until they died. That was it's like, yes, you do need to say a lot else. It's just my name, nothing else. I have a feeling Neil is the one looking at my website right now because he's put, looking at the site, it's a lovely yellow. Thanks. So I've got a colour. That's about it.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
I think minimalist websites are good because, direct them to your socials. I don't see that that's a problem. Is if you have more information on your website, you just have to, that's another thing you have to update and keep on top of your socials. So it's quite good that you've just gone, if you really want to know me, go to my socials. I think that's very clever. I should do that.
It's just a landing page just to keep you, just to divert to your social media. So Alexandra Kraken, a typical response from Alex K. Nobody cares. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
Your website is a bit of a lemon. Thanks, Roger. I know that's you. Back to Jackie Weaver and Sue Gray. Donna Scott. Jackie Weaver needs to come dust up or duff up Cressida Dick. Never mind Sue Gray. I do think people are being a bit deliberate with their campaign to remove Cressida from office with the hashtag Dick Out. They could have gone with Cressida. You know what I mean? Every time I hear Jackie Weaver's name, I hear the Flo and Joan Hanforth Parish Council musical version, and now it's in my head again. I've not heard this. Has anyone else heard this?
I know, but I'm going to soon.
Yeah,
it's a date. As soon as we're off, we're going to go look for it. Kitty, if you could put a link to it in the comments, so we can have a watch when this show's over. In fact, if there's a bit of a lull in the show, we might watch it midday.
There's some people being funnier than us.
I've done
called a
before.
watch party. It's fine.
That's what they call it. Donna, yes, Kitty. In relation to the Flo and Joe musical, it's tradition. If I didn't remind him he was old during AQT, he'd be lost, waiting for something, anything like the Sue Gray report. Yeah, thank you. You actually, when we did this live at the Nottingham Comedy Festival, Kitty was on the panel, and she still texted me halfway through to say, "You're old."
It's dedication. I admire that.
It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Elon Musk forces you to live the rest of your life on another planet, would you rather go to a desert planet, a snow planet, or a jungle planet?
Ooh.
I like this weird Star Wars idea that all planets are just one thing. Like, there's the desert planet and the snow planet. Earth has all of the things, but we're special. It's fine. Jungle planet, right? Because that's it's got the most things, and I don't like hot or cold.
No,
I can build a house out of a jungle stuff. I can't build a house out of a desert.
And if there's vegetation, there's bound to be a lot of food.
Exactly.
Good.
Basically, I'm going to die in the other two.
Well, yeah.
I think I'm going to leave my answer with how I lead my life, in that it's trying to avoid as many spiders as possible. And I feel like it would be really hard to find a spider in a snow planet. So,
or you'll find the weirdest, biggest snow spiders.
Oh yeah.
A snow spider.
They'll like live underground and they'll be furry and massive, monstrous things.
You know what? If I see a snow spider, I admit defeat. You know, if I've gone to a planet entirely made of snow and I die by spider, that's what the universe wants, man. Who am I to mess with it?
It was the natural end.
Yeah.
It's got this vision that snow spiders killed off the first Doctor in the early 60s. They do sound like an early 60s Doctor Who villain. Yeah.
Good. I'm really glad I made a piss poor choice.
You are going to die via snow spider.
I'm really glad I kind of gave an answer. You know, I opened up about my phobias, and everyone's just constructing these horrible monsters. Love that. Thanks, guys.
Sweet dreams.
A piss poor choice. Oh God. At least you can piss in the snow.
You can piss everywhere.
Yeah, you can piss everywhere.
That's true, but pissing in the snow is special because you can write your name with it.
Yeah, it does leave a mark.
That's quite skillful, because it is a lot easier for a bloke to do that.
It is.
Or using a sheepy.
Oh,
or
yes.
just very good pelvic floor muscles.
Exactly.
Right.
I think it would be a challenge worth trying.
Especially dotting the I at the end. That's the hard bit.
Yes.
Especially
trying to avoid the snow spiders. That's the tricky bit. You drop your trousers for a moment.
Get you while you're pissing.
if you're out in the snow having a piss, I mean, and you're slowly sinking, I mean, that would be quite a scary.
Oh.
That's good. Yes, quicksand. All Star Wars planets are clearly the size of whales, says Neil.
Really?
Yeah, there's going to be a Star Wars movie soon with a lot of the characters pissing in the snow.
No, they never piss because they know about the spiders.
Oh,
you never seen one piss in Star Wars?
They're all incredibly unwell. They're holding on for their life, man.
Kitty has switched this to a completely political direction. Elon Musk wouldn't be forcing you to live on another planet. It would be his family's apartheid emerald mines, not the desert.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not
funny, just true.
Just true. Yeah, just true.
Yeah.
And so one of us got a notification the instant I stopped saying that, and it was beautifully timed and everything. Okay. Roger is in full swing with I'd rather have a desert planet.
Oh, of course you would.
It would have a spongy surface. and he ends with, I'm sure there's a word for fear of spiders. I'll have to look it up on the web.
Shot. Denied.
Oh, there we go.
I made that jingle just for Roger. Everyone else gets this. Not him. Not him. Keep your questions coming in by text. Ooh, we have a text. I'm sounding like I'm on Love Island. Have you ever practiced kissing in a mirror?
No.
That doesn't feel helpful.
How would you do that?
I was going to say, usually the people I kiss aren't a cold, hard, flat surface. I'm not sure they do look like me, but I'm not. But I don't know how helpful that would be.
Yeah, I've tried it when I was when I was younger, back in secondary school, before I'd first ever kissed someone in real life. I thought I'd practice. It didn't go down too well because my first kiss was probably the worst kiss ever.
How
Do
bad
tell.
are we talking?
Yeah, that sounds like a story.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously not with her anymore.
Okay. Are you being a bit cagey because your other half is watching?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I've locked myself in the bedroom. Yeah. I thought I'd try on the mirror. But yeah, obviously not knowing what real someone else's lips feel like. It was very cold, and I just left a really bad mark on the mirror, which I had to clean off before my mum seen it. So it wasn't nice.
My first kiss was somebody pounced on me when I was blackout drunk at a house party.
That's not good.
Oh,
No, it really wasn't. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That's really not good. I'm really sorry. Sorry, I don't have a funny response to that. That's just genuinely.
That's it.
yeah, no, that's
It's one of those many occasions where something sounded like it had a lot more comic potential in my head, but turned out. Sorry for the cul-de-sac I've led you all down. Alex K is feeling sympathy for the mirror hits.
Thanks, Alex.
So.
I feel like also no one looks good as they're just about to go in for a kiss. Like you always look.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why people close their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
What was the
I think
worst?
that would put me off kissing if I try to see that close. I was like, oh no, go away! Don't ever want to do that.
It did. I just remember it getting a bit darker, and that was it. There's just this looming great force over me. So I think first kiss will be the worst one that I've ever received.
Yeah, same.
Doorman kicking you out.
The what?
Wasn't the doorman kicking you out?
No, that was someone's house. A house party. I wish there were paid intervention, but no.
Wow, nice.
Ew.
And then I was harassed by her for the rest of year 10. So
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
again, that sounded a lot. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, before this turns into group therapy.
Definitely need some therapy.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we should definitely clarify that you shouldn't kiss anyone that's blackout drunk. I'm just going to really clarify that as a
Especially not when it can be described as pouncing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was kind of defenseless at the time. Okay, just making this sound worse. Let's move on. While we're on the subject of being blackout drunk, have you ever been so hungover that you've had to issue an apology to Buckingham Palace?
No, I'm not Prince Andrew.
We wouldn't have gone that far, but let's just say, what's the worst hangover that you have experienced? I'm going to come to Ishi first because for the entire time I've known Ishi, I've not known you to drink. Have you?
No, I don't. I did drink for a little time, but I've never ever been hungover. So people hated me anyway for that reason. So I don't do hungover situations. I do remember like one time, right? It was after my last exam, and I'd had a very, very tough time doing my exams at university. So my mates brought like a whole jug of cider, and me normally on half a pint I would be finished, gone, and they were just topping up this half pint. I was like, oh, that's going on forever. And then I went for a haircut and I couldn't even like maneuver, and I remember waking up the next morning and my hair had beer in it, and it was a terrible cut, and I just didn't have the thing to go back and say you messed up my hair because I'd gone in there with beer in my hair. That's the only closest thing to a hangover. But it wasn't a hangover, it was just being drunk.
That's some going.
Yeah.
Going. I mean, there's different stages in life of hangovers. There's I did the classic thing of 16 of swearing never to drink cider again. And this was 1999, before cider was cool. It was just that really horrible ass strongbow, and that's all. That's it. Take it or leave it. And then you get the ones later in life where you clearly realise you're not as young as you used to be. That's when they start to get bad. When it's like you go out on a Saturday night and it's like, I'll take the rest of the next week off. The crying will stop about Tuesday.
Yeah, you got to take annual leave on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday just for a normal night out. It's
Oh no!
I think the worst hangover I've ever had, and I still remember it so clearly. I completely blacked out. I didn't realize I was 16 and I just tried vodka for the first time. And this is genuinely a true story. I woke up with no memory. I had sick in my hair. I had texts from all my friends saying, I hope you're okay. A text from my partner at the time going, we need to talk. And my dad was sat on the sofa opposite me, glaring at me. And I did not remember anything.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's bad.
Apparently my my partner at the time, I threw up on them. They then took their shirt off, and I threw up on them again.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
so
you
there you go.
There is that level that kind of puts you off a certain drink for good. That's happened to me twice. Once with cider and once with Sambuca.
Blech.
I
What
don't,
is a positive association with Sambuca?
mine's got Malibu for me.
Ooh.
Malibu.
Yeah, I haven't touched it since I was about 15.
That's a wise move, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is nice.
raw Malibu as well. But I remember one time, like when people are chucking, people are redecorating. I remember I must have been walking home from Leicester City Centre after a night out. Must have lost all my mates. I was absolutely smashed. Walking down the street, and obviously some people must have been like redecorating or getting new furniture in. So they had a 3-seater sofa just outside, probably ready for the council to collect the next day. I thought, wow, that looks comfortable. Let's go sleep.
Oh, the wisdom of the drunk. Nice.
Slept all night on the person's sofa outside. God knows what was on it.
That's brilliant.
Oh.
The next morning, the owner must have woken me up saying, "Are you right there?" And I was like, "Yeah, thanks for that. That was really comfortable." And I walked off. I'm street again in my life. I've actually moved city. To be honest,
You'd have to.
You could have bought you a cup of tea and a couple of paracetamol.
Breakfast, that would have been nice, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for this, Kitty. 1999, before cider was cool, when the kids used Ash Jeeves, and I was barely middle-aged yet. Thank you for that. I was 16. So look, a few more comments. Love Alex decided to share his therapy session in his comedy show. Yeah. I'm not without form for doing that. Once hungover, I apologise to God on the big white telephone. I've not heard that phrase used in absolutely ages.
Yeah.
I've worked on building sites the day after England matches, and noticeably, a load of the crew have had to call in sick for some reason. Funny that.
Can't imagine why.
Kitty has brought in the next question, possibly related to what we were just talking about. Where's the worst place you've fallen asleep?
I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Catherine.
This is semi-related to the hangover thing, because I didn't wake up with a hangover because this was like when I was young and pre-hangover, because children are all powerful. It was the leavers due for like year 11 leavers, so we all went to the rich kid's house and trashed his house basically. And I woke up at the drive-through laundromat that was like 10 minutes down the road on the roof.
Wow.
Don't know how I got up there. Could not climb it today if you held me at gunpoint. Don't know how I got up there. Had to call people to help me get down. But I didn't have my phone, so I just had to wait for them to walk home and call them as they walked past.
actually sounds like the Hangover movie a little bit, doesn't it?
There was
Throwing
no
a
Mike
mattress
Tyson
off the
or
roof.
no Tiger. I woke up on the roof of a dry cleaners.
Bloody hell.
That's actually very impressive.
The
That's
power
how
of
it is.
being young and drunk.
Any more weird and wonderful places that you've fallen asleep?
I've fallen asleep on I remember being at uni and my mate came over to...
I love that you've got two stories.
I've got loads. I could be on IMDb with loads about my hangover days. But so I was at uni. I remember my mate came over and got horribly drunk, and then he was staying with me. So I think as we got in, I must have knocked a glass over and it smashed all over the floor. And me being, a humble guy and a nice guy that I am, I said, "Oh, Jimmy, you can sleep on the bed. I'll just sleep here on this bed of glass." Right? So I've slept on the bed of glass, because I'm a nice guy and I was really
band name side point.
And and all I did is wake up in the morning. I woke up, my eyes shot open, and you could just see his mum must have found out that Jimmy was out too late and he got drunk. So I just woke up in the morning and his mum was just looking at me and him, and she was like, "Jimmy, get the fuck out. Hitz, get in your bed now." And I was like, "Oh shit." And that was another one that wasn't comfortable, and it was quite painful the next day.
Why did you think I could sleep on this bed of glass as before you thought I'm gonna clean up the glass?
I was too drunk, man. I couldn't be asked to come. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna see if I can sleep on it, and I did.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You won that one.
Pizza dry cleaners.
Guinness World Record.
That is good. I mean, it sort of puts mine to shame a bit. I didn't sort of fall asleep in a really precarious place. I fell asleep in an unwise position at a works house party about 10 years ago on somebody's sofa, and it was midway, and they all decided to play Buckaroo with me. So it's like, how much crap can we put on him until he wakes up and then goes, fuck? And then they managed to get the majority of this person's house's contents onto me. I was buried. So I fell asleep and got to I was a living Buckaroo, essentially. So any more?
That's brilliant. What was the worst thing that was thrown on you, mate?
Oh God, a full bottle of wine that didn't have the top on.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It was red as well. It went everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
But
No.
I did the right thing. I legged it before the owners found out. So is that it for the funny places you've fallen asleep?
Yeah, I don't actually think they have any. I'm so sorry. I feel such a fucking loser.
That's okay. Neil, if anything, we're the losers, really. So, on the grand
I
scheme of
can't
things.
say sort of weird or worst place, but I would say time, because I have an issue with falling asleep in public. I'm absolutely paranoid of falling asleep on the train or the bus and being caught snoring. So I will not fall asleep. But 2019 August, Edinburgh. I decided that very night, the night before I was supposed to catch a flight back to the East Midlands. Oh yeah, this is cool. It's my first night off. So you know what? I'm just going to stay out and chat with people. And I did. And I went, oh, it's not long till I have to catch the bus to the airport. I'll stay awake. I tell you what, I'll listen to this meditation. And I'm really good at listening to this meditation, not falling asleep. And I fell asleep and I missed my flight. I know. Because it was literally, they could have let me on 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I missed it by. It was like the check-in. I was like, please, can you tell what? She goes, no, we've closed the gates. It's almost like they get that extra power because they're like, yeah, you missed the gate. Can't.
Bastard.
I know. Extra 200 quid that was. I know. Terrible.
Have you listened to that meditation piece since?
Yes.
It's not dodgy. That's good.
No, the trouble is that it does wake me up every time now. It's like, oh God, I must have been so knackered doing Edinburgh that, yeah. And the bus took longer than it was meant to. I was like, how long is this going to take? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. And it took longer. It took longer at the stops. So when I finally got off the bus, there was no way I was going to make that second bus to the airport in time.
The Edinburgh's knackering even for the most clean living of people. But I'll see what it does to the people that aren't clean living after the end of the month. Was you can drink for like 23 hours a day, and some people have to treat that as like it's the law and they have to.
It's a challenge.
It is a challenge. Not mentioning any names.
Oh, what to do?
Stories about him, but that's for another time. Neil Monroe, I'll be amazed if anyone else has got a reason that they moved cities after an embarrassing situation. I did once have somebody that moved from Loughborough to Derby to be closer to me after one date.
Oh no!
Yes.
Wow.
Did you think the date went like? Sorry, I have follow-up questions. Did you think the date went like really well as well? But then obviously that's really intense, or was it like a fine date? Like how was the date from your perspective?
Yeah, this merits a story.
Well, in context, I've been going through a bit of a dry spell. At the time.
All good stories start this way. Let's go.
A very dry couple of years, and the date started out mid-afternoon, someplace in Loughborough, and it ended at about 8 o'clock the next morning when we left the hotel that neither of us planned on getting. So yeah, and then I get a phone call saying, "How serious are you about us?" I went, why do you ask? I've got a flat in Derby.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So, having endured a 2-year dry spell, I didn't sort of want to have 2 more years again. I did sort of feel a bit obligated to carry on for a couple more months. as I did. This is going back to therapy again, isn't it? It is kind of.
Yes, Alex.
It wasn't the woman that jumped me at that party in year 10. Completely different person. Completely different person.
How this show started, Alex? Awkward question time. On it.
It's living up to its name. It's just not normally me that feels most awkward. So this is
I'm sorry.
It's all right, Alex. We're listening. Carry on.
Oh, brilliant.
Did you get those?
I would take that as such a massive compliment. You spend one night in a hotel room and a woman moves. I would never shut up about that.
Not just they moved to Derby.
Yeah, but you've got to know Loughborough.
Loughborough's maybe the one place where that's an upgrade.
True. That's a point. Because when I lived in Bournemouth for a while, I used to pass a travel agent on my way to work, and they had a board for UK coach travel, so like all major like UK cities, and they had the same formats, like the name of the city, and then they had to put 2 selling points of what would make you go to that city. So there was like York, and there was Leeds, and then there was Derby. The 2 selling points they came up with was close to Alton Towers and close to Nottingham. That's the best selling points for Derby. It's close to better places.
Alex,
people.
On a serious note, after she moved to Derby, did you hibernate and absolutely shit yourself and have another dry spell? Or did you think you're Captain Big Bollocks and the next time you went out, you're walking out, trying to pull every woman that's next to you?
I'll have to answer B. That one, I'm not proud. It wasn't the best move in hindsight because it didn't end well. Who'd have thought it?
To be fair, if this happened to me, I would have been insufferable. So well done.
Well, arguably, I still am now. So thanks for that pity laugh. I needed that. The comments have gone. Well, there's comments. So let's have a look. We've got some. Wasn't it Neil? Yeah, minimum rent terms are just 2 months, not 6. That worked out in my favour, thankfully. Alex has to have extended dry spells, otherwise Derby population would be out of control. Well, my mind is sickened by that. So God knows how the rest of the panel must feel. Dan Lythe submitted a question. If your genitalia had a theme tune, what would it be? Now, Ishi's laughed, given the biggest laugh, so we're going to come to you first.
Oh, fuck. Okay, what about... Oh, it's something that's been stuck in my head today, because there's two series that I watched, and they both have this song in it, which was "Fuck the Pain Away, Fuck the Pain Away."
You just ruined Fraggle Rock.
So if it's stuck in my head, then that's going to go for my theme tune. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Stuck somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She left, Kitty. She left. She didn't stay. You don't. It's not like Royston Vasey. You'll never leave.
Yeah,
People can leave.
I was going to say, Derby is the Hotel California of people that have fucked Alex.
I've missed this show because traditionally at the 45-minute point, I'm getting a bit hot and a bit more gammony face than normal. Please, let's get that bit of Ishi singing as a no context clip, a bit like Graham Whistle.
Whoop-de-doo.
It's on. It's on. And we're monthly now, so if somebody could remind me of that about halfway through February, that would be great. Clearly, tonight's episode sparked Kitty's imagination. Nobody moves to Derby voluntarily. They're only there because of Alex. It's sort of my grand plan to get more people to come to the comedy festival. Other theme tunes for your genitals. Just try and sing it if you can. See if you can top Ishi's performance.
Without even thinking, I almost blurted out the X-Files theme. I don't know why. I have no explanation for that, but I'm just going to leave it there. Interpret that as you will.
Okay.
I think I'd do the Ted Lasso theme tune because she's just trying her best, man. She's just being nice to people and trying her best. Although that would mean it's sung by Mumford and Sons, which I can't handle. There you go.
Well, Hitz.
That leaves me. Yeah. So, well, unfortunately, as you know, with Asian genitalia, it's not, we've not got rave reviews about having the biggest penises, so it'll have to be Little Man for me. The song Little Man, if you know which one. There's a couple. I'm not going to sing it, but yeah.
Oh, you've got to now.
Let's not. I'll leave that. I'll leave that for Ishi. She seemed like the best thing. But yeah, unfortunately, that would be it for me. Either that or I've not got that song on my head today, Alex, after you posted that picture of you. It's either that or Punjabi MC.
Did
it.
I found a picture of me from last August in a bar in Edinburgh, and I didn't realise what I was doing. I couldn't remember the picture. And then I found out they got this industrial-sized fan. And I'd done my jacket and I was going in front of the fan to try and make it look like I was in an 80s power ballad music video. So I thought I was trying to, but no, I just looked hammered in a bar in Edinburgh. That's how I look like.
basically he looked like the bar started playing Punjabi MC, and he just started going for it. Like,
yeah. I was throwing some shapes. I'll see if I can find that picture. Just kissed. In fact, I'm wearing the same jacket. There we go. I don't know if you can see. Somebody else ventured the theory that I'd found the world's lowest glory hole.
Yeah.
No.
So there we go. I was going to say, for my Genitals theme tune, I thought I'd go with the last song that I was listening to on Spotify. There Must Be an Angel Playing With My Heart by the Eurythmics. So whenever I get an erection, it'll be the sound of Annie Lennox warming up. So, I like to think I've ruined that for other people now. It's true what Kitty says about moving to Derby for Alex, and he never texts me back. Now I've moved here. I should have read that in full before getting it up on screen. I really should. Roger Paulson, what's the weirdest way you've ever smuggled alcohol into a building or smuggled alcohol into anywhere? I guess a festival as well will be another one. Being friends with an alcoholic, it has given me some ideas of smuggling because I've seen him put white wine into mango and peach Ribena bottles. Looks exactly the same. So top tip.
Is this another therapy one? Is this another...
No, I'm not naming names. I'm not naming names.
You need to talk, babe.
No, it's not me. The more I say it's not me, it's going to look more like me now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's a friend.
Wants advice. We can talk about
it.
Yeah. But that gave me the idea. I thought to myself, well, if you had a fizzy water bottle, then you could disguise a vodka and tonic in that, or a gin and tonic. So that would. And then it got me on to thinking, you could hide absinthe in mouthwash bottles.
I don't know. For mouthwash, it's just like vodka and a couple of drops of food coloring.
Also,
I have.
Though, that would imply that you've got just a giant bottle of mouthwash.
That's for festivals. That's for festivals.
Festivals, yeah, festivals.
Okay.
I have a magic routine that relies on me disguising things as alcoholic drinks. So I'm really good at disguising alcoholic drinks as other things now. So like, yeah, I can just like again with the white wine and. What was that?
Can you do one now? I love that.
Should not have mentioned that because I'm not prepared for this.
If we go out, you don't have it to hand or anything.
You said there was no homework.
I know. But there is tangents. We go to all sorts of wonderful places. Don't worry about it. I've just realised that I just look like I'm disguising vodka as water. It's water on it. I've not got a problem.
That's rum or vodka will pass.
I can quit whenever I like. I'm fine.
Oh,
this got dark several times tonight. Because of me. I think it's this outfit. It's turned me into a badass. That's kind of like this is the outfit that the Sixth Doctor was supposed to be wearing until he got redesigned. Right. So moving on to our final section. So instead of questions, we're going to be playing a game. It's a game that I'm going to call Let's Make Our Own Sue Gray Report.
Does it say that, or does it say let's make out with the Sue Gray report? Is that what it says?
I think I've just experienced a visual Freudian slip. And there we go. There we go. So I've amended the typo and I put a kiss at the end.
Thank you.
Always suitable.
So let's make out with our own Sue Gray report. Let's see if I can claw back a bit of credibility now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you lines from an imaginary Sue Gray report, and all you have to do is shout in to fill in the blanks. Okay? So our first one is... On several occasions, civil servants were found to be doing what in the toilets?
Crack.
The Macarena.
At the same time.
Yes,
Yes.
Skillful.
it's the Crackerina.
Hey.
Oh, that is beautiful. I've forgotten. I swear I had a jingle for when something went very well. I don't. No. Oh, that's
Fantastic.
Hey.
That's as close as it's gonna get. Right then. Next one. At the Christmas party, the meeting room which the cabinet sits around was being used for blank. What was that?
Wanking.
Okay, wanking in the cabinet office.
Geisha girls.
Okay. Quite a, I'm
Carrie
just trying to
Johnson
think.
push out another baby.
Oh. It's got like a nativity feel to it then.
With a geisha midwife.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the nativity meets Rosemary's Baby. Like, let's
Nice. Next one. The night before Prince Philip's funeral, CCTV footage shows Matt Hancock was found in the...
we all know where Matt Hancock's been.
Absolutely.
No, redacted. I know where he's been. I don't want to see it again. I've wiped it from my brain. No.
I know, it's disgusting.
Ah!
I like to think that tonight's show's traumatized many people, Alex particularly. The Prime Minister used the wine fridge to keep his what cool?
Heart.
Oh.
Brilliant. I love it.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, three more. Next one. Michael Gove refused to get on the dance floor until the DJ played.
Fuck the pain away. Fuck the pain away. Oh no.
Wasn't there footage of him in a nightclub in Scotland throwing some shapes? And now I've got that image in my head, but Ishi singing "Fuck the pain away."
The pain away.
Brilliant.
Well, top that. Final two. Priti Patel did what with an empty bottle of M&S red wine?
Shoved it up her ass.
Just
That's
so
what
she
we
can
were all
feel
thinking.
something.
Just so she can feel something. Yeah, true.
Deep throating. Yeah.
Okay. And finally, the Prime Minister knew about the parties as he was...
Guest
A
of honor.
twat.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Yay!
Excellent. So with that, we'll have a look on the comments to see if we've missed anything. Back to the jingle or music for your genitals. When you said Spotify, I thought you were going to say the song "Just Eat." That would be
Oh.
you get an erection. Did somebody say "Just Eat"?
Snoop Dogg appears.
There's an image. There's a few more questions as well that people have got, but we're just about out of time. But I'll use those for next month, which would be cool. Actually, that's a point because on the run up to this show tonight, Ishi actually wrote 3 questions that she submitted forward. So we just want to run through these quickly before we finish. The first one was, tell us about a time you were involved in smuggling.
Good try, Cup.
Yeah, nice. Next one, how do you work out the best day for a haircut?
I use an app. It's called Moonly, and it's apparently there's some days that are not good for haircuts, depending on the
when you had
moon.
so much cider.
Yes, that's very good. Very good.
Nice.
Yes, that's it.
There's an app that has like a moon cycle for haircuts.
Yes, and it's also got like the Ayurvedic astrology things, and it's supposed to like be in line. So I haven't got the upgraded version. I've got the free version, which means you can only see on that particular day. So like last week I went for a haircut, but I was late getting there. So they They went, "You're too late." I went, "All right, can we book you in for no, I'll call you on the day." So I'll have to wait till the day and it says it's neutral or favourable rather than an unfavourable day. So that's how I book a haircut, but I wondered what everyone else does.
Mine, no.
Not that.
We
Yeah,
talked
that,
therapy earlier. I think a few of us need a bit of therapy.
Yeah. me more than ever. I'll just get back to that bottle of fizzy water I have downstairs. I just because the back and sides of my hair grow as thick as they always have done, but the top not so much. So I know it's time to go for a haircut when I start looking like Krusty the Clown. That's the time for me. I don't know if anyone else has got anything to add.
No, but apparently I need to be talking to the moon.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to be working for Ishi. So I think that's what it is. And on that bombshell, it is time to end. So before we finish, we'll go around everyone just to see if they've got anything to plug, even if it's just their socials. I know a couple of us have got shows at the Leicester Comedy Festival. Alex, we'll come to you first. Have you got anything to plug?
I would love it if people could follow me on Instagram. I'm doing the Beighton Fringe, a split bill with the comedian Farrah Sharp, who is so funny, probably funnier than I am. Come to the show and find out. Would love to see you there. You personally, whoever's watching it, I'm talking about you. You come see me in Beighton Fringe. The tickets aren't out yet, but I will be posting on social media because I think they come out on February. Friday. So
what dates are you down?
Oh, do you know what? If you check my social media, I'll be able to tell you. Not
okay.
Follow yourself.
Because I'm a professional.
Okay, I only know because my year planner calendar is in front of me, just there. So
You know what?
it's
I'm gonna.
big,
Do you know what?
pretty colours.
I'll put them on my other link.
Yeah, you look it up while we go around everyone else. Captain Eden, anything to plug?
it's mostly just follow me on all my socials. I'm at Queer Buccaneer, 2 C's, 2 E's, Queer Buccaneer on Twitter and Twitch. That's where you'll mostly hear me shouting nonsense. Sometimes there's a game in front of the nonsense, sometimes there's not. That's all I got for now.
Excellent. Okay. Ishi.
Follow me on Instagram, Ishi2Funny, and Facebook, Ishi2Funny. I'm at Leicester Comedy Festival on the 13th and 18th of February with a new work in progress. Also going down to Beighton Fringe, so do come say hello.
Excellent. Alex has just updated with 15th, 16th, and 18th of May.
Yeah, we are at the Carolina Brunswick.
Great venue.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. And then we're at the Walrus on the 15th. It's gonna be great.
Cool.
I'm on 13th and 14th. So
stick around.
Cool.
Yes, I will do. I might do. Brighton's cool, so I might sit down for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Hitz, I have some visuals that you sent through, Hitz.
Hey.
So it's time. Which one would you like first, front or back of the flyer?
Front will be great, mate. Front will be brilliant. Yeah, there we are. So Cutie and the Freak, me and Alex Krekan, who clearly doesn't care about anything. No, earlier. But yeah, we're going to be at the Kyle restaurant on the 18th. I think it's 8 o'clock or half eight, sorry. And then we're at the Globe on the 20th at 6 p.m. I'm also there on Wednesday, the 2nd at Brewdog, I think that's 8 p.m. And I'm also doing a show. I've been put on Rahul Somia's bill on the 12th. I think that's at Kyle as well, I think. But follow me on socials. I come under hitz.comedy. That's HITZ.comedy on Facebook, Insta, and TikTok.
Excellent.
Cool.
I'm at Leicester as well. What do you know? Look, here are both of my posters. So on the 4th and the 18th of February at the Night in Garter for the Joy Decks, a stand-up show about my career as a mobile DJ. Very subtly, I've put on there as well, 100% sellout show at the Edinburgh Festival in 2021. And also Improv Provocateur. So that is on the 5th and the 19th, both Saturdays. And that is at Night in Garter as well. Another 100% sellout show at Edinburgh 2021. Yeah. It was so good. I forgot Hitz was on one night. Yeah, I know, and I gave myself the punishment song as punishment, and so it was rightly deserved. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much all to my panel, Ishi, Alex Beighton, Captain Eden, and Hitz. We will be back on the last Sunday in February, which I'm going to have to look up because I don't know it. 27th. The 27th. Yeah. So we'll be back then. Thanks again to our panel. Thanks again to everybody for watching. And until the end of next month, stay open.